What's up, guys? Welcome back to another Eager to Love podcast. I'm your host, James, and this is my co-host.
Brian. Hey
And
yo.
today we got a special guest today. My friend, my guy, Jeter. He'll be talking with us. We got another guest today. I think it was back-to-back weeks where we didn't have a guest. No, wait, was it? Yeah, I think it was back-to-back weeks we didn't have a guest. But we got a guest today.
Getting lonely in here.
Yeah, it does get lonely in here, but we'll be talking to him after the break.
I always been that type of kid to find somebody better than leave her cause of all the pressure. Niggas think it's really funny when they play around. See a chick cause she thick, tell her slow it down.
One. Let's give a special sponsor, Springfield Best One, Springfield Beast Stone. Check her out. Check out her Instagram. Springfield, that's Springfield Best One. She also got a YouTube channel, Bonnie Stone. Check out her music. It's mad good. And I'm actually in this music video. So go check it out. I'm right there. And make sure you go watch their podcast too. Bonnie Stone and Miss Phenom, Crushing the Culture. And make sure y'all go watch their videos. Watch, and follow her on Instagram. We're back here with my friend, my guy, Jeter. Say what's up to the people, Jeter.
Yo, what's up, y'all?
So I'm gonna tell you the story how me and him met. Brian's gonna tell you the story how they met. I'm a jerk because I was with my friends and we're going down the street and they had just moved in. Jeter and his family had just moved in. And I wanted to talk to them, but I didn't want to do it alone because I didn't know them and I was nervous. This had to have been like, Jeter, when'd you move?
I think I moved like around like 2015.
Here, right?
Yeah.
6 years ago.
Yeah, 2016, around that.
There is no way I was 11.
No, because what's called when it was around that time, it was around when my little sister was born. I was already in that house. My little sister was born a few months after I moved in.
Jeez, I'm trying to think. And we didn't talk for like a year. I talked to you like a couple weeks after you moved in.
Well, I mean, I think a few weeks after we moved, what's called, you had like at least like 8 friends with you.
Oh, he's exaggerating. I had like 3 friends with me.
Not even.
I had like 4 friends with. He's exaggerating. I had like 4 friends with me. It was me, my sister, it was like 5 people. All right, it was 6 in total. He's a little exaggerated, but we rode up on him, and I had been like 11, 12 because I had been like 12.
Or not,
You said 2015. I was in like 7th grade, so I was like 11, 12. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, wow. So we've been friends for like 6 years.
Yeah.
But I rolled up on them like a jerk, and I don't know. I had this like cocky attitude with me, and I was really just shy. But I wanted to before Jeter came, and this was like years before you came, Jeter. We had so many kids on the street. We'd all just like hang out, and it just got smaller and smaller and smaller. And when you guys moved in, I'm like, yo, there's like 4 people, like 4 kids, 4 extra kids on the street and on the block. And I was like, no, this is cool. I'll hang out because there was really just no more kids our age. There was
Boston.
Yeah, it was this, but this is before I had like met Brian a year before I met you, Jeter. So that's why I've known you guys for around the same time, which is kind of weird. Now that I think about it, that's crazy. But yeah, I just wrote up on him. We started talking, and I came more friends with his brother. I wouldn't say that. Me and Jeter were probably closer, and it's weird because Jeter is younger than me. His brother's he's a grade below me, right? Or
yeah, 1 grade below you.
Yeah, so me and him, we used to play basketball. I used to be his brother in basketball all the time. His brother's taller than me. So, you know what? I'm going to brag about that a little bit. But, yeah, me and Jeter used to hang out. We used to go to the park all the time. What do you say, Brian?
Big baller James in the
Oh
court.
my gosh, no. Me and G used to go to the park all the time, and that's how we really got close. Just like having deep, like not like kind of like deep conversations sometimes, and just
Yeah.
talking. I have a video of him laughing at me, even though I beat him in the basketball game. He was laughing at because I missed like every shot, but I still won. But
you missed almost every shot though. So like,
I have a video of him on the ground crying, laughing. But that's how me and him met. You know, I rolled up on him. I said, "What's good?" Whatever, and the rest of history was showing out on the block. That's how I really know how I do it these days. Is a lot of kids don't chill outside, and I'm always outside. You know, you want to chill outside, you want to play basketball, cool. I'm going out there. But Brian, how'd you meet Jeter?
Pretty frank. I met him at your birthday party.
Yeah, he met, and what happened was, so I think Jeter was playing with my two friends, and I was going around with everybody, like everybody that was there. Like I was just chilling with, talking to them, and I eventually hung out with Jeter that day. We took a picture. I think it's on your old Instagram or something. I'm gonna see if I can pull it up right now when I pull it up. But you'll see the picture of us together at my birthday party. That was my 16th birthday party because I remember it's like I'm getting my permit, whatever. But that's how they met, and there's a picture of them. I'm gonna pull it up, but that's history. So
Pretty
Jeter,
much.
what was life growing up? I know you said you moved here in 2015, but what was it like prior to that?
well, I mean, to be honest, we didn't have much, but like at least I was happy. Like my mom set me straight. She taught me a lot of stuff, and what's called everything was just good. To be honest,
I feel you. So yeah, wait. So you're born here, or where were you born at?
I was born in Carolina, Puerto Rico.
Okay. How? So you moved from there to here in 2015.
Yeah. No, no, no,
So
no, 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 no. I was in Puerto Rico for 3 years. And
yeah.
then I moved directly to I think around West Springfield. Then I went to Westfield, then to here.
Yeah. So do you remember Puerto Rico, like
When I was
living there, or
when
briefly?
I was little, not much to be honest. All I remember is that when I used to be little, I used to be the most bad kid, bro. Like I used to not listen to my mom, do whatever that I want, and
Yeah,
yeah,
I was the same way. I was a really bad kid, and so my dad just like flipped the switch and was like, "Yo, you need to cut it out."
yeah.
Um, so what was your first impression of, the States? I don't know, because some people are like, they get an impression of like the United States. Like when you came here, like, what'd you think to expect?
See, when I was little, like I only remember a little bit. But when I was little, I used to go to West Springfield, and that's where like most like Latinos are at. So I didn't think much of it. But
Oh, okay.
once I started to grow up, and like I went to Westfield and stuff, I'm like, damn, all these kids are like mean to me. And I don't even know why. Cause like keep in mind, I was the only black kid in that whole school.
Westfield's country. It's all country. It's all horses and everything.
You talking about Westfield or West Springfield?
Nah, first I was in West Springfield. I didn't think much of it because it was mostly
Okay, yeah.
Latinos. When I went to Westfield, I was the only like black kid there because everybody there was
Yep.
either Russian or white.
Bro, there's nothing in
See,
Westfield.
See, as funny as you said it, because I know I go to like a Turkish school, and a lot of people are from West Springfield, so you guys see a lot like Turkish people over there. When I went to my school, it opened my mind. Like I went to Catholic school, and it was just like a lot of like it's just one culture. It was literally just like one culture. It was like you're Christian, all this type of stuff. When I went to like Hamden Charter, so many different cultures, and your mind just like wraps around it, and it's just like it opens up. I wrote my college essay on it, just seeing that it was just crazy. But so you said West Springfield, you said the kids were mean to you there.
No, at Westfield the kids were mean to
At
me.
Westfield, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because Westfield's all the way up there. Yeah, I'm never up there. I only go there to go to Walmart, bro. Well, I gotta go there for college. I keep forgetting,
Go to
but
Walmart in Westfield.
because my mom likes going there.
Yeah, I went there. Oh, what's called yesterday because my mom just went like shopping for stuff. I don't even know why.
Yeah, it's not the what. That's probably one of the best Walmarts I've ever been to.
Yeah,
Springfield's
it's-
Walmart is bad. I don't mind it, but it's really bad.
You talking about the
Chicopee,
Boston Road one?
yeah, it's bad. Jeter, tell him it's bad.
it's bad. It's bad.
It's
I
in
know.
terms of like service and how it looks. Nah, they renovated it, but it doesn't mean like. But it's not a bad area. It's just a bad Walmart. It's like
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying. Like you got Chicopee. Chicopee's nice, but it's not as nice as like Westfield. You know what I'm saying? Like Chicopee's like, all right, it's 20 minutes away. I'll go there. You know what I'm saying? If I have the time.
I had a track meet up north today, and there was a Walmart up there.
What city?
Shelburne Falls.
Oh, I heard of Shelburne Falls. Okay.
I haven't heard. Of that
So
one.
you never? Well, I heard of Shelburne Falls. I just never went to the one. I know a lot of weird cities in Mass, which I feel like I should. But
I don't know as much cities around Springfield or Mass and that matter.
really,
Yeah.
I know like
I could probably say I went to Florida, Massachusetts.
you went to Florida, There's a Florida, Massachusetts.
Yeah.
The heck? I didn't even. Yeah, there's like a Paris, Texas, or something like that. It's just weird. I don't know, but so I have to move to Westfield to my street, basically, right? You move from there to. It's funny because the people that lived there before you, my niece Taylor, she was friends with somebody who lived in a house before you did, and I went there once because she went to go see her. So I only been to your house like one time, like inside, but other than that, I've been there before. But how would you describe how would you describe like that our neighborhood basically compared to like Westfield and West Springfield?
I mean, to West Springfield, it was mostly like, people was always outside, like grown men outside, just talking about stuff and having grown conversation. In Westfield, that street was like, kind of dry. I used to go to a park that was what's called near church, where I knew one of the pastors there, and I used to just chill there with my brother playing basketball because he had a hoop. And then, well, comparing those two to Springfield, I feel like it's a balance between those two because there's a
Like
lot
we
of,
say,
like,
it's like in the middle.
yeah, because like there's a lot of like not as much people outside, but when there is, it's actually like mad fun and not just like discrimination as that.
Yeah, our street is pretty chill. So, like, I think my neighbor across the street from me called to get my bouncer hoop taken away. I've never really had like a bad like when I tell you, Jeter, the house on the corner that they just rebuilt, and those
Yeah.
like that black family lives there, bro. There was a yellow house, and there was mad kids in that house. We used to hang out next to that one. There was a brother and a sister around me and my sister's age. There was another kid there's like this Asian kid down the block. He was quiet. I mean, he didn't really hang out with all of us. And then my boys over here. So it was like a lot of us. It was so many. And you sitting here and it's just like, you just watch it all go away. Like I always tell people, cherish your childhood. Like those moments, like I wish I can go back. Like hide and seek tag. I can't even get none of them to come outside no more. Just simply like playing basketball, chilling. Like, Jeter, I wish you were here like years ago. You would understand like how like I'm gonna put you straight. You know how like you've been up and down the street already, right?
Yeah.
To me, the whole street was my whole world. Like it was a whole like I couldn't even cross the street. And exploring everything. We used to go behind people's houses. We used to we used to do a bunch of stuff. And like I thought the street was literally the whole world, and I got to explore it. And then as you get older, I've been up and down the street. I know it's here. I know it's there. You know what I'm saying? I already kind of like explored it. You know what I'm saying? But it was lit, and I was kind of happy that like when you guys came, I always wanted to hang out because it was fun. You know what I'm saying? I had a good time, and and that's what I was saying. Like me and Jeter got closer. That's my dog. I got him for life. You know what I'm saying? He's a good kid, and that's I don't know, that's really. I went too deep on how we met, but that's me and you go way back 6 years ago. That says a lot. But all right, how okay? So how old were you when you were in West Springfield and Westfield? Were you like 3 in West Springfield?
Yeah, in West Springfield, I was 3, and then I think when I was around 6, I went to Westfield. I don't know the time specifically because keep in mind I used to go like in and out of Massachusetts and Puerto Rico. So sometimes I used to spend like a year or 2 in Puerto Rico, hang around with my family because stuff
Oh.
happens, and then I go back.
All right. A question I'm about to ask you now. So what was? Oh my gosh! So when did you start dating, bro?
This is a funny story. So when I was, I think in 2nd grade or 1st grade, what's called basically it was field day, and I just went outside. I was in bouncy houses. It was the best day for me, right? I went inside, get my lunch because they had ham and cheese sandwiches. It'd be my favorite. And I was
Okay,
just
those
drinking-
used to slap back in the day. I'm not
Yo,
even like
right, bro. But yeah, I was just drinking my juice box, and some girl came up to me. I knew her because she was on my bus. I was just showing her, not like close, like talking all the time, but I was just showing her. And what's it called? Basically, she came up to me. She was like, "Oh, I don't know if you're gonna say yes to this, but like, are you trying to go out with me?" Keep in mind, I didn't know what it meant, so I just said yes.
Oh my gosh.
And then me and her started chilling more and this and that. Then what's called? I think 3 days after, a new kid comes in. He looked like he's about to fight everybody in the school or something. I don't know. And then she was like, "You know what? I don't even like you no more. I want to add him now." I'm like, okay. I didn't feel nothing from it. That's the thing.
Wait. This is 3rd grade, right?
No, this is 2nd grade.
I should have started even younger.
Jeez. So that's how your first kind of relationship ended.
Yes.
Do you really call that your first relationship?
Not really.
All right. So that's how you kind of like your love life kind of started then.
Yeah, basically.
All right. So what was your first relationship? What grade were you in? How old were you?
Well, like my first real relationship.
Legitimate relationship.
Yeah, like you're real, like you would. All right.
I
My
think-
first relationship was probably like high school. I would say I dated like 2 girls in like middle school, but like it wasn't that serious. Like maybe it was serious for you, like elementary or middle school. But I really considered a real one where like y'all both are like, we know what this is. We know what this can be. We know like what we want. We know, well, not know what you want, but like what a relationship is fully. And y'all been like talking, actually dating, doing couple stuff. When would you say that started?
I think that would have been starting at like I would say 7th grade actually.
All right. And how long did that last?
I think it was a good 2 months, but keep in mind, like basically, I had the feeling. Look, this is how it went. So basically, we first went out, right? I had the feeling, like of love between it, but I didn't know how to really handle it. And keep in mind, when I was in 6th grade, I had people that influenced me to do like bad stuff that most people wouldn't like, and like I got attached to that, and I honestly didn't feel
Bad
nothing by
stuff
it.
in terms of what?
That what?
Bad stuff in terms of what?
Like cheating, being with other girls, and all that. And what's it called? Yeah, then when it was in 7th grade, I actually had the feeling of trying to be with her the rest of my life. But keep in mind, the bad habits were still there. So
you wait. So you be honest, you've cheated before.
yes, plenty of times.
Okay, I'm glad that you're honest about that. I'm really.
Yeah, I'll be honest about it.
Jeter, we're in the same boat. No worries, bro.
It's all
So
good.
was about to ask. All right, because I'm about to like divert to that. It's kind of like a new topic. When you date somebody, right? Do you have the all right? Let's say I've had a couple of girls I felt like I genuinely saw them as like the mother of my kids. Like I genuinely saw her like as my wife. Have you guys felt like you didn't see that, but like you felt like for the now it was fun, like it was cool, but you never really saw her in your future. Like you knew you were gonna break up, you just didn't know when.
The
Did you
purpose,
ever have that feeling with a girl?
the,
I
pur-
mean,
the purpose of high school Miss Rosers is to have fun, really. It's none serious.
But Jeter just said though. That's why I asked, because Jeter just said like, he just said I saw her in my future. Like I genuinely thought. That's what I'm saying. Like you could feel that way. Like who? Oh, my crush from like 5th grade. Well, I was too young to really like comprehend it, but like, I knew I wanted to be with her for a long time. So like, and think of it like that. Were there times you felt like it was just for fun, just for the now? You knew you guys were gonna break up soon, like eventually. You didn't see her as like your wife or whatever. Did you have that like with certain girls?
with certain girls, yeah, I had that type of mentality. I'm gonna be fully honest, I did. But like when I was with her, I had the like I didn't have a mentality of, oh, she's gonna be my wife, she's gonna have my kids and all that. I just had a mentality of, I'm gonna be with her for a long time. I'm gonna cherish this. But I still had the bad habits. So
Here's what happens. I'll explain this, right? There's 2 types of cheaters, and I hate to like make a good side of a cheater, but there really isn't. A cheater is a guy who will blatantly cheat on you while he's with you. Like she could be sleeping, and yet he's texting another girl or whatever, or going out and going with another girl. Like me and her up at her house, and you know what happens.
Yo, high key though.
And
High key.
but hold on. And then there's guys who and I'll say this is me. If you don't text me, let's say it's been like a whole like couple hours, and I'll text a girl, oh, you're cute, I'll flirt with you. That's what I would do. But I wouldn't go out and meet with a girl and like hang out with her. I only go to the extent of flirting. You could define cheating like that, but that's how I did it, like in a flirting way. I do it in a way where she's not in the presence of my mind. I know that's gonna sound wrong, but like that's like if I have a girlfriend right in front of me all the time, like a wife, I'm not gonna cheat. I know I won't.
Quick take.
exactly.
Quick take.
Go ahead.
So no, like say what? Your girl sleep, like your example, your girl sleeping next to you and texting another girl, right? And then like the next day or something, she asks to look at your phone because she's suspicious that she might be doing up to something. And it's like us guys, we don't always like that because what? Like, do you think she's getting suspicious or something? And no. And then it works the same thing. But when a girl does it, it's like she almost tries to defend herself and says, and she keeps on saying, like, rejecting it. It's just
Right.
So that's how, okay, but like, if like statistically, I don't really know, but like, I would never like cheat. How do I say? I'm trying to make this sound the most possible way I can. I wouldn't. If I had a girlfriend where I saw her every day, if we talked all the time, I wouldn't cheat on her, right? But if like we were not talking at all,
I'm sorry to say, girls have it on easy mode. Boys have it on elite hard mode like in GTA.
well, yeah, because all right, girls can easily flip it on you, and like my whole thing about checking your phone is if you have to ask me to check my phone, you don't trust me. So why are you in my relationship? Why are you in a relationship right now? I've not once ever asked a girl, can I check your phone? Even if I thought they were cheating, can I get your passwords? No, I never asked. Why? Because I want to be in a relationship. If I didn't trust you, I'm breaking up with you.
The question is, did you ever give her your password?
Yeah, you know that. My ex, this one has my sweatshirt. You're gonna know what I'm talking about.
Oh, I know what you're talking. Yeah, I would never do that.
Oh yeah, Jeter, you met her at my party.
Yeah, no names though.
No names.
I have an idea of who it is, but I'm not saying no names.
You know what I'm talking about, my girl at the party, right?
Oh yeah.
Birthday
So
party.
she went in my snap, and it was like a day later. I called a girl cute, and I forgot I did. So she checked my phone, and her best friend was like spazzing on me. I'm like, what's wrong? And she finally told me, she's like, I'm not mad, but like, I saw that you texted a girl and called her cute. And I'm like, oh shoot. And I was like, apologizing to her. I want to do it again. I never did it again after that, but that was like so early on in our relationship. And she forgave me, which was weird. What girl forgives you for what girl is not mad that you just called another girl cute? Would that give you suspicion that they're cheating?
See, I know. Here's the deal. That's rare. But when it comes to the girl, though, and like she's trying to apologize, she apologizes, but she does it again.
Oh, so like, I see what you mean.
Because sometimes there's two different things that could possibly happen. If she forgives you, it's either she really loves you or else she doesn't really care about it because she knows that she's about to do the same thing to you. As well.
Right, or she's been doing the same thing. That's what like I was
Exactly.
talking about. Like, that's why when I go back and like, did she cheat on me or like did she? And I kept asking, she said no. Like, I don't know. Like, to this day, I don't know. But the one piece of information that I do have, the evidence, is that there's no way she really loved me like that in that short amount of time.
To this day, we will never know many things.
We will never know. And this is what
It's
I get
just
so
how
mad because I'm like, I will never know if she really did cheat on me. And like, the proof that I got was a girl who I had tried to get with her, but like she kind of like pushed me aside and like kept putting me like picking a guy over me. She wanted to get with me. I found out she was like, oh, I'll give you your chance, whatever, date me. I found like a couple months later, she was already in a relationship, trying to get me caught up. Some of this like cheaters think you're trying to lie on my girl or whatever, but you're a cheater too. So like, I don't know this day. The only proof I have is what I just said, but you never know. Like, if I'm not, don't put yourself in a relationship if you feel like you have to ask me, can I check your phone? If you don't trust me, establish that. Say I don't trust you while you're in a relationship with me. So the basis of a relationship is trust, right?
Exactly.
You don't need to see my phone to trust me. You just need to trust me. If you don't trust me, then you don't trust me, and that's why you want to search my phone. But if you don't trust me, don't be in the. And if you're a girl, don't try to flip it. You know what I'm saying? It's both sides.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
because what's called with that, you're supposed to establish trust before y'all even get into a relationship.
right. If I'm cheating and you suspect it, I might just end up owning up to it. But if you don't, and I'm really not cheating and you don't trust me, you're questioning the relationship. Relationship
Exactly.
goes on basis of trust. You know what I'm saying? So
back to Eager to Love preschool.
it's from the basis of our podcast, like our first episode.
Number one rule in a relationship is trust.
It's trust. It really is.
Exactly.
I can see if somebody says, "Oh, I think your boyfriend or girlfriend's cheating on you." When you hear that, right? The first thing you think of is, you think of, wait, where's the proof? I need proof first before I jump to conclusions.
Exactly, because that's the first thing you're thinking of. You're like, oh, she's probably doing this and that, but wait, I don't know for sure.
Yeah, but if I question her about it, she might just blame me for it.
Exactly.
You don't ever text me, blah, blah, blah.
Bro, females always find a way to blame you.
Yeah, they do.
Exactly.
So Jeter, what's your longest relationship?
My longest relationship was with this girl, and I was with her for 11 months.
So, so funny thing about that was, since the beginning, you saw that, right?
Yeah, I see it.
Since the beginning of the podcast, since the beginning of that relationship, they were just going and going. I'm like, geez, like they're outlasting everybody I know, and I envied that relationship. Kind of talk about how that relationship was. How was it for you?
Like in the beginning, I was just like, let me try something new, this and that. Then when I got deeper into a relationship, I'm like, yo, like I actually see her in my future. Like I really want to be with her. Like I have this intense feeling inside my heart for this person. And then, yeah, it felt good and all that. And then, stuff started to happen. Basically she started doing some stuff that like I didn't like, and me, as much as I loved her, I let her do all these bad things, and I still wanted to be with her.
Damn, you really loved her then.
Yeah, I was with her for 11 months, and she started doing all the bad stuff since month 5. Then she did
Thi-
it.
I was literally talking to myself about this. People can literally be chill for like 5, 6 months. Y'all could talk, date, and then a year or two in, they start acting different. And
Exactly.
you're like, I built this whole thing and I can't give up on it no matter what you do.
Exactly.
You literally have to like cheat on me so bad that I end this. Like, a lot of people don't understand is, yeah, relationship lasts a long time. You see your friends in a relationship, but you're not in that relationship. Like, it's fun and it's like heaven the first couple weeks, couple months.
Yeah, it's the best thing
You
ever.
get deeper into it and it's like more problems you guys gotta figure out. I'm like, damn, like I gotta figure this out. Like, I can't just give up. You know what I'm saying? We've been
Exactly.
together for 7 months. You starting to act different. What, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Exactly. Like basically, to me, a relationship is like a candle, right? As long as it's still lit, it will just keep going. But at the same time, the fire is just draining all like the candle wax and all that. And at the end, once that spark comes out, it's just
you
like
can't get
this.
that spark back.
Exactly, you can't get that spark back.
And that's why I look at, somebody told me this about marriage. If you really think about it, after a year of your marriage, it gets boring. Like, I've started noticing with my parents, not to put them on the spot or whatever, but it's just an observation I made. They literally called. They go talk on the phone, and it would be like something so weird, like, oh yeah, like I got like or something for the house, and then they start talking. I'm like, it's just not like a real like a real instant conversation. Like, you know so much about the person, like it gets boring after a year, and that's why marriages, it sucks to keep them. Like, you just driving for that. That's really when you have to know how to spark it up again. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like, marriage is hard to navigate. If you can't navigate the relationship, it's hard. That's why I
Nah,
said,
and
if you really,
you'd be surprised if some of these marriages last for 70, 80 years.
this is what Denzel Washington just said. You're a guy in a marriage, just shut up. Don't say anything. The wife says do something, you do it. Don't say anything else. Just
Exactly, bro.
let it
'Cause
happen. You know what I'm saying? That's why I tell people, don't settle for somebody when you get married. Don't ever in your life settle when you get married, because that's the person you have to be with the rest of your life. You know, think about who you put a ring on a finger. Think about who you have relations with, because you get them pregnant. They're with you for the rest of your life, no matter what.
exactly.
You can't get rid of them. Like, really look at your choices, look at the decisions you make. You know, you're stuck with that person. You know what I'm saying? Marriage is like, I want to get married one time. You know, I don't want to get married multiple times. You
Exactly.
know, I feel like the only reason why I would divorce is if you cheated on me. But, it's hard, you know what I'm saying? And so, how did that relationship keep going, Gita? You just kept trying and trying?
Well, yeah, it was cool because like night, like from other nights and stuff like that, she used to come up to me and be like, "Oh, I'm just sorry for doing all this to you. Like, I really want to be with you," and like that's what used to get to me. I'm like, "Yeah, she really loves me," but like in my head, I'm like, she's just doing this because it's out of her will. But at the same time, it is in her will because if it was out of her will, then she would have either ended a relationship with me or stopped what she was doing. So what's called, yeah, she kept doing that, and like so much that I loved her that I wanted to stay with her because I knew that someday it would be better for us. But like at the end, I couldn't do it. Like I couldn't even sleep at night because I used to think about all this shit that she used to do. That's why I don't like asking people for passwords because like that's the thing that just pops up in my head, and then
You know what? I'll say this as a saying, and you guys are gonna understand it. When you go through somebody's phone, you either gonna really hurt yourself, or what you see, what you find, or you're gonna really hurt that other person because they're gonna feel like you don't trust them.
It's honestly better to not know
It's
something
better
more
not, like, I'll give
than
you an example. Like, this is
actually
my
know.
phone, right?
It's better to not know something than to know everything.
Yeah, and like, for example, Shorty goes to my phone, right? I got nothing to hide. Well, no, I'm single, so you're gonna see some messages, but
You got a lot of stuff to hide, little homie.
you go through my phone or whatever. It's gonna hurt me because I know you're gonna still go through my phone. You don't trust me. That's gonna hurt me. You're not gonna find anything, but it just seems like you don't trust me. Or you're gonna see something in my phone that's really gonna hurt you. You know what I'm saying? Like, either way, somebody's gonna get hurt in the situation. But what advice would you give to people to either
Close up.
to keep going through a relationship that long, or knowing to stop when it gets worse? Like, what advice would you give to people? One, how would you give advice to people who are trying to be in a relationship for that long? And two, what advice would you give to people on when to stop a relationship, no matter how long it is, to a point of how you feel like you said, you kept giving her chances.
Yeah, to be honest, I would say that what's it called? At times, even though when you're with a partner, you gotta think about their priorities and all that, but at the same time, you can't forget about yourself. Because
Mhm.
even though you're breaking yourself, you might be draining yourself in that process, and then they'll take everything away from you, and you'll be a whole different person to the people that love you.
Damn, that was that was like a good answer. And to piggyback what you just said to close off an argument, Gina knows, he'll know what I'm talking about. I'm not gonna go into too much detail, but there's a point in a relationship where you have to respect my feelings. If I spend my whole relationship respecting your feelings, you have to respect how I feel. You know what I'm saying? In a relationship, to piggyback, always put them before you in the most important situations to them. But for you, always put yourself first. Remember yourself. Remember,
Yeah.
don't ruin your happiness for somebody who doesn't respect your feelings. You know what I'm saying? If you're not happy in a relationship, do yourself a favor and get out of it. No matter how much it's gonna hurt that other person, don't get me wrong. It will hurt me to break up with you. Don't get me wrong. It hurts because I know you'll be hurt in the end. But think about your happiness. You're a king, bro. You're a queen. Go find your happiness. You don't deserve to always put somebody else before you and, entertain their happiness. You know what I'm saying? If they're really happy, they would see your happiness too. And if they don't see it, that should tell them something. You know what I'm saying? And that's the whole point. But thank you, Gita. I really appreciate you being on the show. I love what you had to
Yeah.
say. For sure. Definitely have you on again to some extent. What we do, whatever we plan. But it was definitely a pleasure to have you, bro. Seriously.
Yeah, thank you,
For
bro.
sure.
Thank you, bro.
For sure.
Well, like I said, peace out. And take it easy, bro.
I bet, bro.
Well, that was it with Jeter. It was great to talk to him. Good on his discussions. I love what he had to say. I think there was really some good points in there today, Brian. What do you think?
Yeah, I think he made a lot of great points. He really put himself out there today.
I'm glad for it. I'm appreciative that you joined the show. Like I said, if you want to feature, hit up Brian Allen 0 underscore and Snap, or is it just say it again?
Brian Allen 0 on Snap and Brian Allen __ on Insta.
All right, bet. Like I always say, stay safe, stay blessed. Peace out. This was the Eager to Love podcast. I'm James, and this is my co-host.
Right.
Peace out.